Good day everyone. So today our topic for today is all about the conic section and how it's going to be out inside. So let us first discuss its history. During the classical Greek period around 600 to 300 BC, conic sections were discovered by Apollonius 262 from 190 BC. He produced an 8-volume work art beginning of the Alexandrian period. The broad applicability of conics became apparent in early 17th century. So what is a conic, by the way? A conic section, or simply a conic, is a curved form when a plane intersects a right circular cone or double-nape cone. The resulting curves are hyperbola, circle, ellipse, and parabola. What is degenerate conic? Is the result when the plane does pass through the vertex. So this is what a conic section looks like. It is here a parabola, circle, ellipse, hyperbola. It depends on how the plane or what is the position of a plane. So it is it so a degenerate conic looks like this. A point, a line, and a perpendicular intersecting line. So meaning to say it has only one dimension. So in order to find or in order to identify the type of conic, we first familiarize the general equation of a conic. Ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equals to 0. So in order to find or in order to identify the type of conic, we need to use the formula of a discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. And here we are given the table. If the value of d is equals to 0, it is a parabola. And if the discriminant is greater than 0, it is an hyperbola. If the discriminant is less than 0, it is either ellipse or circle, but if b is not equal to 0 or a is not equal to 0, but d is less than 0, it is an ellipse. But if d is less than 0 and a is equals to c, it is a circle. So next, let us have an example. We are given the equation x squared plus 2x plus 8y plus 9 is equals to 0. By using the discriminant formula, which is b squared minus 4ac, let us substitute all the value. From a is equals to 0, it is because we don't have a. And b is equals to 0 since we don't have bxy. And c is equals to 1. And so, by substituting its formula, 0 squared minus negative 4, which is the constant, times 0, which is c, times 1. So the answer is 0. Since our d is equals to 0, by looking at the table, if d is equals to 0, it is a parabola. So our given equation of number 1 is an example of parabola. Next, in the next equation, 16y squared minus x squared plus 2x plus 64y plus 63 is equals to 0. So by using this discriminant formula, by substituting all its value from a, b, c, we get, since we don't have b with the value of v, so 0 minus 4, which is the constant, times a times c, which is a is equals to -1, and our c is 16. And our d is equals to 64. Since 64 is greater than 0, by looking at the table, here, if d is greater than 0, it is a hyperbola. So our given number 2 is a example of a parabola. It is an example of hyperbola. So in the given example number 3, 4y squared plus 4y plus 4x squared minus 16x minus 60 is equals to 0. So it's the same also what we do in 1 and 2. We use the discriminant formula, b squared minus 4ac. And again, substitute all the value from a, b, c. We don't have b, so 0 squared minus 4 times a, which is 4, and c, which is 4 also. So negative 0 squared minus negative 4 times 4 times 4. So we get d is equals to negative 64. Since our d is less than 0, but we see, so we're going to look at the value of a and c, which is 4 and 4. So since they are the same, we conclude that this equation is an example of circle. Gets? It is because a and c is equal but d is less than 0. That is why the given example number 3 is an example of a circle. In number 4, 2x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 4 is equals to 0. So same what we do in 1, 2, 3. We use the formula of b squared minus 4ac, then getting it's the value of a, b, and c. So since there's no b, 0 squared minus 4, then a is equals to 2, then c is equals to 1. So we get negative 4 times 2 is equals to negative 8 times 1, negative 8. So since our d is less than 0, but a and c is not equal, so therefore our given example is an example of ellipse. So that is how are we going to identify its conic given the equation. What we need to do is to memorize the formula of discriminant b squared minus 4ac, then familiarize the value of d if d is greater than 0, less than 0, and so on and so forth. So and that is how that will end my discussion for today. So don't forget to subscribe, click notification bell for more information. And don't forget to share this video to your